Okay, good evening, heroes and heroines, and welcome to Practising Programming in C. Everything seems to be in order here. I've had a couple of pings into spotting that I've gone live with All the Pieces Matter Part 3. My battery is successfully charging. It wasn't just a second ago, it was discharging because the plug that I plugged it into wasn't quite fully plugged in. The audio does seem to be fine. The mic's certainly coming through. There are no drop frames. I'm streaming at this sort of a reasonable speed, so I think we can go for it. Let's get some music on. And that's a bit loud. Okay, I think that's more like it. Maybe I'll go down a bit further, 24. It's not quite a power of 2, but it's not far off. I'll let him go, RV headwind. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I had the same the same kind of volume for myself. Yeah, so yeah, I discovered that well, I knew Beats and Pieces were on Bandcamp. I discovered the Blocks That Matter is also on Bandcamp. So these should be fine. They should pass the trademark, the copyright thing, without any problem. So while we're here, let's have a look at where we are. Out.html. So basically, the goal here is to. Have I got reference in this? I'm probably not going to have it, am I? No. And that's going to play. Yep, unexpected. And you can hear Sean speaking through the laptop speakers and being picked up by this mic. So yeah, actually let's actually build the actual thing that we're working with. So it's test.html. Be kind of cool if I could get this to automatically only autocomplete on .html files. Just have a very, very quick look at this actually. So bash completions, right? Okay. CC, C++. Interesting. It's all for Clang, I wonder. No, not really. Well, I guess CC. Let's just have a look at this, because I guess these things are related to the binary. Right, like you can see here, bt download cursors.py, that's probably the executable. Case in that. Could probably do it with having a look at a couple of these actually, just to see exactly what's involved. Because I mean, basically, all I wanted to do is bash complete thing once for a while and launch. Oh, fantastic! I mean, basically, the only thing I wanted to do is to only match HTML files, right? Because currently, well, I'm pretty sure if I just do that, it tries to match everything. So if it just matches just HTML, that'd be awesome. So yeah, maybe I could seek your advice on that, as if there wasn't enough things that I seek your advice on. Trying trying to see something else that's kind of simple. Zathura, is that one of them? Yeah, it is. So, alright, interesting. So here we go. PDF.so, extensions, PDF. Okay. Oh, so it's actually a plugin. If I plug it in there, can we just plug in? So I see, so it invokes PDF.so if it's got if the extension is PDF. It invokes this if it's that. I presume that's what it's doing. Directory extensions. Complete Zathura. Zathura. So complete is evidently a command. Isn't it? Oh, maybe it's not. Where are we? Oh, is it like a it's actually a bash thing, is it? It's actually a like a bash function. Yeah, I guess it's a bash function. Okay. Can't know much about it. No worries. Yeah, just a thought. It hadn't even occurred to me until that very moment when I mentioned it. So, yeah, I haven't looked into it at all. But if we run that, okay. So we want to get this thing looking like this, and I think we can do that without too much trouble. Should be pretty trivial to actually make that look like this. The tough bit, I think, will be actually getting these guys to look like this, and we definitely won't be able to make the quotes look like this. At least I wouldn't have thought, because we need to be able to pull from Intobot's quote store, and I think it's very, very doubtful that we'd be able to generate this stuff, because we will need to have a references store. So the quote store currently is at, is it QL or quote list? Oh, can I beep? Yeah. I need to actually, how do I do this? To actually yank that, because this isn't my usual browser. So yeah, Intobot's quote store is like this. So I could do is actually looking at Intobot's quote code at some point to see exactly how he does this. Oh, it's in CSV format, 1 file per channel times our UTC. Right, so file under query. CSV form, so I need to be able to pass CSV basically. Look at that, revision 668, so we passed the number of the devil. Here's to the end of 2016. I mean, yeah, Abner baby. Is 2017 living up to all you'd hoped? So yeah, we've got a quote index, we have a time, and we have the title, and of course we have the actual person. Yeah, so I mean, I imagine at some point I'm going to want to make a struct that actually contains all of this stuff, so that when I pass it, well, I would just need to contain, yeah, it probably would need to contain it all. Yes, I think it would need to contain it all. I was just thinking, could we get away with making it contain just the time and the text, but I don't think we could do, because we'd want to distinguish between people in the actual list. Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose we would have that information in Yeah, because we need to pass that to the we need to pass both the user and the ID to the function anyway. So it's possible we'd only need to make that return the time and the text. Well, I don't know. Well, I suppose we'll have to cross that bridge when we actually come to it. Yeah, and then the references, right? We're going to need... Yeah, I mean, if you're using CSV for this, I wonder if CSV would be a reasonable way to store the references. But anyway, like I say, we just don't have a store of references, so we're going to be just faking it for the moment, for the time being. But yeah, I think if we can get this thing looking like that, we'll be in good shape. And all that requires is it requires generating the actual quotes and references menu. So just so there's a menu there, and they have stuff in them, but it doesn't have to be this stuff. And then we have things like superscript number for the reference, another superscript number there for another reference, a couple of categories here, a superscript letter for the quote, another superscript letter and another category there, and also I think, yeah, the blackboard background. So yeah, that is what we're doing. So let's get on with it. Wow, it's activity down in Twitch. Let's have a look. Love Feelings, hey, what am I doing? Hello, Love Feelings. Right, okay, so did you hear any of that? Essentially, I'm just working on a converter that converts my annotation files. So, for example, this is the file I'm working on. Well, I'll say that. Let's have a look. What is my present working directory? It's practice, that's unfortunate. Can I see the... It's actually just... Right, oh, I opened the thing from here. Okay. Yeah, just bear with me just 1 second. I made it. No, it's not. It's annotation system. Grabbing a bash script, the downside quotes file. Right. Hang on a minute. HTML to HTML. Let's see. And test HTML. Yeah, so basically, this is my HTML file, which is how I write annotations for projects in the Handmade network, and potentially other projects as well if they want it. And this converter just converts this stuff into an actual player. And this is actually what is generated by what I've written so far. So basically you can just jump through the video. N and P are the buttons to actually jump. W and S and A and D as well, I believe actually. Yeah, so basically we're working on getting that into this sort of state where references are up there and quotes up there as well. God, it's cycling like that. Just check my... So I've dropped some frames, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, so you can see like it highlights this thing when it's on a quote. And then, you know, all that good stuff. So what was the Saf saying? Can wrap it in a bash script that downloads the quotes file before running HTML to HTML. I see. So downloads the quotes file. Git clean that. Then the script could just git pull. That's interesting. Oh right, so you can clone gists, can you? So yeah, interesting. So who's it owned by? It's owned by Insofar As. So it's Insofar As quotes list. Well, I suppose I might as well just do that. cd git github Insofar As. You're saying git clone this thing. Hitbox IRC relay. So yeah, it's going to be under the 251. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, you just kind of you would just say to source that file. I mean, this is probably super doable actually. It's a bit unfortunate that the date is formatted because it gives me no wiggle room to actually. Well, I mean, I'd have to pass the date, wouldn't I suppose, but I'd have, yeah, I wouldn't have any like automatic way of. Oh, you can do that, can you? Oh gosh. Interesting. So I guess that's in time.h or something. How do I do this? Is it that? Yeah, time.h, yeah. Interesting. Strip time. So what's that? That's format. Format's the broken down time, TM, according to the format specification. STRP. It's printing out one. Ah, right. Conversion was of time to a time TM structure. Okay. Interesting. The name of the date. Ah, I see, right. So it's going to be presented to see the date and time representation of the current locale. So that's interesting. GMT at the end. Okay. I wonder if it'd know to ignore the GMT-ness of it. Make time will convert that struct to a time t, which is just an int of seconds. It's even. Right, okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's super doable, isn't it? For now, I suppose we'll have to revisit like how we'll do it in the shipping thing. You know, whether we kind of instruct the site builder to actually, you know, git clone the things to its local place. In a shell script. I mean, my instinct is that we would want to probably get just the file into memory, I'd guess. You know, sort of yeah, just jump straight to the members file. Download that into memory and then parse it. I don't know. We'll see it. We'll see what we think. But that's cool to know that exists. What did I actually do there? Okay. All right. Let's just have a look down at the bottom, see if Love Feelings is all right. Love Feelings has departed. So yeah, implement me is where we were up to. So this is the markers. This is the categories, right? Okay. So I'll tell you what, I might actually just turn off this little thing here, the unused variables, because I think by today I should be using all the variables that I've got. So I think if I just do this should work. Yeah, unused variable category. Yeah. So data menu, current menu. Yeah. Annotation date. Yeah, right. Category. All right. So let's start using the category buffer. Implement me. Right. So here we go. If it's a HTML category, so we've gone through the thing. I was thinking, is it a category? Then we want to see, first of all, is it a Blackboard run or research category? Yeah, right. So I think I want to declare an array or define an array. Not exactly sure which one it would be. So it's going to be a car. What are they? These are the category media. The media. Category mediums. Okay. Now I could be totally mistaken as to how you're actually supposed to do this. Blackboard run and research, wasn't it? It said. Access elements in car array initializer. Category medium. Excess elements in car array. Interesting. Excess elements in car array initializer. Oh, sorry, yeah. It's an array of actual strings. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so category medium. I think that's correct. And they want to go through the category medium. I think an int I would be fine. If strings don't differ, and the marker see if that dies. It doesn't. Okay. That's the point, actually. If it matches, I'm gonna want to jump out to somewhere. If it's a category, I want to loop through the array of category mediums and see if the category matches those. If it doesn't match any of them, then we know that we want to do something different. But if it does match them, we want to do a certain thing. So for each one, we want for each, yeah. If it matches, they want to do this stuff and then pop out. Otherwise, we want to move on to the next one. And if we get through this, yeah, if we get, so basically I think we need to be able to go through this entire loop, and then at this point, we know that they are category topics. So this guy, I wonder if doing a break here, doing a break here doesn't double break, does it? I'm missing a star. For the array initializer thing. I'm pretty sure this doesn't do a double break, does it? So I will have to do like that, won't I? And do like a go-to topic. Let's call it category topic. Just to mirror the category medium, category topic. pretty sure I'm correct about that. Sorry. Yes, that is right. Yeah, so if they differ, sorry, if they don't differ, they would do our stuff. Right, no, it's not that at all. This is where we do the category topic, so we actually need to have gone to here. Yeah. So it was like a closed category or something. I think that's what I'm talking about. So in effect it's copy string to buffer. We're copying it to the, it's the annotation header. What is it? It's annotation header. Have I got something else in there? Annotation header, annotation data, annotation class. That's what I'm adding it to. So I'm adding it, adding to annotation class, the actual, a space, and the actual marker. Okay. And then we're going to go to expected semicolon before that. Ah, sorry, right. Okay. So let's just see if that does anything. Thank you very much. Jesus Christ. Yeah, right. So there's a read of size 8. Is that just because it's trying to read the category medium? Yeah. Located 0 bytes to the right of global variable category medium. I see. So it's iterated through category medium. Do I just need to manually null terminate it? That can't be true, can it? Oh, hang on a second. Buffer category isn't used. Oh yeah, buffer. The buffer category goes at the end. While category medium. Yeah, I mean, I kind of know that. I know that there are 3 things in category medium. So let's just see. I'm just going to hard code this. Category end. What was it? Category topic. For int I. Category medium I. Plus I. Let's just say I is less than 3. So that doesn't die, right. Let's just see what that does actually. Should be a black blood somewhere. Am I just not probably doing... There's marker authored. No, that's not what I'm looking for. So yeah, marker. I'm probably just not writing it out, I guess. But this isn't. I don't think this is a good way of doing it. Unless maybe it is. Like size of category medium. Sorry, array counts. So the array count takes an array. Was it that? And then there should be array count. Right, that does die. Interesting. So it's located 0 bytes to the right of global variable. It's possible I'm not actually possible the size of my array count is busted. Size of A divided by size of a pointer to A. I think that's correct. Yeah, category medium. It's saying it's located 0 bytes to the right of global variable category medium, defined in HTML. There. Read of size 8. So yeah, it's just trying to read an 8-byte long thing, I guess. What's read of 8? Ah, hang on a second. Well, hang on. I would have thought that array count would even clamp it to 3. What? Let's where's main? Let's just print f the array count of the category medium. Format D accepts an argument of type int, but argument is type long unsigned int. Okay. So it does reckon it's 3. What did I do? Did I not say I is less than the size of thingamajig? I didn't. There we go. That was stupid, wasn't it? So that I was testing on whether array count was not 0, basically. So yeah. That's solved that problem. Go on to copy string to buffer annotation class, and then go to close category. So that seems right to me. So where's annotation class next used? So yeah, interesting. We have got annotation class coming in here. category medium, I. Copy string to buffer. Oh, hang on a second. What am I doing here? What is this exactly? That is complete nonsense. So the unfortunate thing about having the unused variable things on is that I lose my place every time. So it should copy to the annotation, copy into buffer to the annotation class, a %2, a %s, which is the actual marker. Then go to close category. Marker index. Suppose I might want to step through this. Just to see, could look at the output as well. That might be helpful. It's possible that I've got those the class thing a bit busted. Small stuff referring to Milton Ahmed. Yeah, it should be this guy that it should have Blackboard up there. So it'd look like that. So authored is being copied correctly. Copy string to buffer that. Yeah, that's weird. Copy string to buffer authored is being correctly copy stringed to buffer. So while in point is that. If the type is a HTML category. Oh, I'll tell you what, you know what? This might be something I'm discovering here actually about HTML lib. So into files you might have an inso site. We've got a couple of ways to do markers. Right. We can mark things up in the text, and we can mark stuff up in a separate marker node. I wonder if you're not handling the marker node. I'll just go to the test HTML. And instead of putting the Blackboard thing in there, let's put it in here. And that just built the thing. Yeah. I think and add offsets -1. Ah, interesting. Okay, cool. New file. Did I not build it? Video not found. Oh well, we don't care about that for now. So that's interesting. Offset -1. Yeah. Okay. So. So what are we doing here again? We're saying, yeah, right, we're looping through there. Ah, right. We also need to loop through the, yeah, right. Loop through everything that's at offset z -1. That's interesting. Actually, also, I suppose, when you say the categories after the tensor should work and have offset -1, does that mean that offset -1 is just a string of all the categories? So I could just like, well, hang on a minute, I'd have to check. Yeah, is that a string of categories, or is it an array? I mean, could it be an array? I wonder. Nah. Should also come last though, so you could see how many are remaining after the loop. Okay. So that'd be the, oh I see, yeah, so the marker counts. Ah, interesting. So yeah, if there's a marker count, that's kind of handy that the categories happen last actually. Is it handy? Maybe it doesn't matter. Let's just try. Just try a different test case here. Compare markers to marker counts. Okay. So that's doing what I expect. Ah, actually, no, it's not. Because it wasn't run one of the things. Because run is in the array, isn't it? So we should have copied. We should have copied this marker into the marker class. Yeah, run is there. Oh, is it not? It's not A to I, is it? Oh, sorry, it's not too lowered. I guess. Let's just try this. Hang on, did I just not save it maybe? Actually, I need to do that. Yeah, right, so marker run. Just double check this. Yeah. Okay, so I just need to... Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I was specifying that all the categories are going to be lowercase. I think I was. I see. Yeah. So what's happening here is that this was this was making run be an uppercase category. Yeah. So I guess that is a parser bug. Yeah. No worries. For now though, I can just put both versions in. I mean, I could write a 2 lower thing, but I mean, do you want categories or project members too? So members, no, I don't think. Although I don't think, like, the case doesn't actually matter for Twitch either, does it? So like if you go twitch.tv/Miblo, yeah, they don't care about it either. So that kind of argues that it doesn't matter, does it? I think that's right, isn't it? And then for projects, let's just see. Because I'm not sure if I can rely on oh no, should have copied the thing. I'm not sure if I can rely on the slug always being lowercase. Well, maybe it doesn't matter. It's kind of interesting. Well, let's think about this. Because my color converter is case insensitive anyway. So the only issue here is for these category mediums. It's these guys getting the case of these. So yeah, you know, I really don't know. Maybe leave it for now. And I'll just, well, I mean, I could do an A2I, thingamajig, but I'll just do this for now. Because there's so few of them anyway. mind you. I mean, I can't see myself writing these categories in a weird, like, multiple cased way. I mean, let's just check the spec a sec. Handmade. What am I looking for? Annotation system, isn't it? Yeah. It's possible I didn't actually document this at all. Oh, actually, yes. You know what? I think we do need to make them lowercase. The categories, because when we do the filtering thing, we want to make sure that everything that is marked up platform layer will be filtered out, regardless of the case in which they were written. I think that's the reason why we need the lowercaseness of it. And then as for the member names, I mean, in some way you want those to be the actual case that they are. But I mean, like I say, it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Like, yeah, that just gets normalized anyway. So yeah, I mean, maybe for the, let's say that for the members in the project, it doesn't matter. But for the, well, I mean, for the categories. Yeah, let's say for the categories, they should be lowercase. Let's say that. If that's okay. Just to lower them all. Alright, cool. Such a hero insofar as. So yeah, so the issue was where were we? Category medium. Yeah, right. If it's 0, yeah. If it's if the offset is -1. So the offset can only be -1 for categories. It can't be -1 for projects or for members. Okay, so that's interesting. So we've incremented the marker index here. And the idea is you're saying, hold on a second, is this our main loop? Yeah, this is our main loop. So once we've dealt with all of this stuff, if it's one of these, oh, I see, right, yeah. So you've incremented the marker index. So then you're saying down here, if the stuff in offset is -1, you know, if the marker counts, yeah, if there's still stuff in there, then we want to loop over as many of the, well, hang on a second. Yeah, we won't have added any of them because they're only in the thing at the end anyway. So we just need to do another loop over them, over all of the ones in there. Yeah, okay. I think I follow this. Still need to do the category topic part of it. Let's do a to-do here. Category node. Okay. So I've gone through all of these, and if the marker didn't match any of those, then we want to say it's a category topic, so we want to do something different. Right, we want to copy string to buffer, and we also, so yeah, right, we want to do something else here as well. So copy it to the category buffer. So there we've squashed the category warning there. For each annotation, it may or may not have a category box. So for each annotation, we want to say bool. Right. And then we want to say here then here we want to say we want to sprintf into the category thing the actual start of the stuff, or copy string to buffer rather. Copy string to buffer, and then copy the actual thing. Otherwise we want to copy that, yeah. And then at the very end of the annotation, we want to say, if has category equals true, then close the category div. Oh yeah, we were also saying. Oh gosh, yeah, we were also saying for all of these things we're going to add them to the class anyway. So yeah, that's fine, I think. Just had to remember to do that. So span class categories, div class category, and then whatever it is, and then a closing div. Yeah. Otherwise, we want to copy string to buffer, just this part of it, the div class. I think that's correct. Oh, we also need to add the thing at the start as well. So let's just do that. Copy string to buffer. It's annotation class. It's going to be that and the thingamajig. And we were saying to add it as like cat that, weren't we? Just take all of that, throw that there. Okay. I think that's correct. Likewise. So the only difference was if category is false. Right, okay, so the only difference would be we need to do this in both instances, so let's just pop that down here. Because the difference here is that this guy has to open up the categories span. Right. And also, yeah, so this is the only case where we have to do the adding of the cat thing to the actual annotation class, because if the thing is in the annotation is in the category medium, then that adds it to the class anyway. That's the entire point of the category medium ones. So I think this is correct here. Loop over the category node. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. So where's the end of our... Is this the end of our annotation loop? No. The annotation author. Where's the annotation? Yeah, so once we've come to the end of the annotation, we want to say copy string to buffer title. Copy to the oh right, so that's nothing to do with that. Copy into buffer into the player. Copy buffer. Annotation into player. I see. Copy string. So there's the while in pointer. So yeah, once it's not in pointer, then it's at this point we know that we want to copy string to buffer if there was a thingamajig. Oh, also, rather than saying if has category equals false, I could just say this. If has category, we want to copy string to buffer to the category buffer r closing span. And then we want to also make sure we actually put this in the correct place in annotation, so it's after the text basically. Yeah, it's here. It's after we copy the copy buffer to text. So maybe actually we could do this entire thing down here. So we've copied the text into the copy the annotation. Yeah, copy the text into the annotation. And then we want to copy the string to buffer into the category. And then copy the category into the annotation. And also, it's probably worth pointing out that these guys have the source and destination the opposite way around, which is kind of throwing me a bit, I think. So that kind of suggests that I should actually make them the same way around. If you know what I mean. Probably make the whatever. Dude. Just such amazing work. So insofar as said, I'll just to lower them at 43 minutes past 11 and 15 seconds. 3 minutes and 1 second later, he says you can pull and remake the .a whenever. Brilliant. How can you not love insofar as? Actually, I'll tell you what, before I do that actually, I'm just going to I'm going to try and build the thing. Oh, it's died anyway. Interesting. Did I not allocate any space for the category? Probably didn't, did I? Yeah. So how do I do this? Claim buffer. Memory arena, I think. See if I can remember it. Memory arena. Claimed memory. The categories, and let's make it $256 maybe. Wait, I'm plugging that from thin air. Oh, it just takes the memory like that, does it? Okay. Yeah, right, because I don't need to manipulate the memory arena. Right, interesting. So we got marker run there. Loop over the category node. Yeah, right. So that's what I need to do. Okay. So let's pull insofar as. Where does it think I am? HTML lib. I don't know. Copy HTML dot A. HTML. Yeah. HTML dot A into the old present working with directory. Pull and remake the A whenever. It's interesting. So do I not need to do the I mean, I suppose it can't hurt, can it? Just throw everything in there. Oh, actually, I can see how this wouldn't have changed. Because this is just the struct definitions, isn't it? Let's do it anyway. Let's just do it. What else do I usually take? You just take html_lib.h. The h wasn't changed. The .c, do I bother with that? I don't know if I bother with that. HTML lib.h, yeah, right. Cool. So I'll just take those guys. So if we run this now, we should see that this run marker here should end up being lowercase. So it's on data timestamp 312. And there we have it. Gosh, insofar as. Beautiful work. And there we have a nice cat rendering up here. That's cool. Some text referring to Zillaresco. Zillaresco is lowered, which is fine. Yeah. Got a triangle intersection. Okay, so I think we're in good shape here. This is just setting up for filtering, by the way. It's got marker run. There's no style for run just yet. So yeah, we need to now loop over the guys in offset 0, -1. Oops. So replace the copy string with real stuff. I think this is redundant. So that's kind of nice actually that we've managed to put our stuff in the correct place. And it's also worth noting that this has category. It will, I believe, set us back to has category false, yeah, for each annotation. So that's correct. So yeah, now we're looping over the node. Let's get limbo on. So we've still got the marker index. We want to loop over everyone who's got offset equals if the marker index, if the marker offset is equal to -1. So hang on a minute. Let me just refresh my memory on this. The category after the technique should work and have offset -1. Nah, they should also come last though, so you could see how many are remaining after the loop. Like when marker index to marker counts. Right, okay. So let me just double check I'm looking in the right place here. I think I am, I'd say. Closed category, is that the right thing to call it? Where was that? Go to closed category. Okay, so that's going after there. Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose we could just say go to next category or something, maybe. I suppose. What's the harm in doing this? Can do this, can I? Yeah. Was that incremented like that? Indented? Just double check. Yeah, it does seem to have been there. So yeah. And yeah, this won't interfere with normal play, I don't think. So while the marker index is less than the marker counts, they're offset -1. How do I index those guys? Do I just have to set the pointer to be surely I don't have to do that, do I? You know, set the in pointer to be at offset -1. That cannot be what I have to do, can it? Well, marker index is less than the marker count. That is the correct test, I think. Um, finding these guys because these are marker index. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. These are all just going to be. They're all just going to have indices, aren't they? So you just say, you just do this. You just do this stuff, don't you? You just say, if yeah, yeah, yeah. You just do all this stuff, I think. So each marker index. So you've incremented marker index. The next marker index is going to be one of those guys at offset -1, and you just pop him onto. Well, first of all, you can just see if he's one of the topics, or if he's a medium. That's weird, actually, isn't it? Because it's like... Hang on a second. Because I'm going to end up doing exactly the same thing. Except instead of looping over... Instead of... yeah, I see. The issue is I'm not hitting those guys at offset -1 because my pointer isn't getting to them. I think that's the problem. Like the in pointer here that I'm using to iterate through the text node is never hitting those guys. So I just have to do the same thing, I believe. Well, that is less than that. I just want to say... For the... Yeah, it's just all the same stuff, isn't it? It's literally just the same thing. Oh, except, yeah, next category is going to be different. Or is it? Yeah, probably will need that. But I mean, it also kind of it sort of suggests that why don't I just go to up here? Because we've incremented the marker index. We could just say if the marker index is less than the marker count, or get the right off by oneness of that test. If it's that, then go back up to here and just keep going. Because the reason this whole thing is stopping is that it is dependent on the in pointer situation. Why are we jumping out of here again? This is what is this loop here? Marker index is less than the marker counter, and in pointer to take away the text is equal to the offset. Right, I see. So it's when you hit that offset. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of saying, like, here you just sort of say if the marker index is less than the marker count, then we know that we've still got some stuff to do. So just go back up to here and do all this stuff. Let's see if that works. Oh, that has no effect on in pointer either. So once this thing is finished processing all these markers, it can just continue on its way. Then look for the refs and all that stuff. This loop would be after the whole in pointer text thing. So you've gone through the entire thing, and then you go back and you say, if there's more stuff. Well, markers. Yeah. So doesn't the only thing should matter is that we've gone through all of the markers, shouldn't it? So marker index is currently this. So you're saying, well, hang on a minute. Yeah, you're saying like when you come out of here, because this is looping over the in pointer, isn't it? Yeah. You're saying at this point, you would then go into a loop and you'd say, you'd essentially do this loop again. You'd essentially do this loop while, oh actually, yeah, it's while, isn't it? Well, hang on. Well, no, because it's still looping, isn't it? You know, because you're saying go to, you're going to get down there again. So it is essentially a while loop. Let's just see if you've got anything else to say. Where is it now? It's inside the while in point loop. Don't think it'll work there. It is inside the while in pointer, yeah. Since you need to have processed all the markers inside the text before you get to the ones with offset -1. Yeah, that's right, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So we will have processed all the markers at this point because the markers are... Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, we will have processed them all, won't we? Because we're going through yeah, we're going through the marker count. Let me point to the marker count. So An in point is less than the offset. Yeah, so at this point, right, we have done we've passed marker index is less than the marker count, and we've passed the endpoint to take away the text is equal to the offset. I mean, I'm sure you're correct. Yeah, that's true actually, because... Right. I see. I think I see, yeah. Because, like, here... Yeah, you're still going through the text. Well... I don't know, like... Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna run it. I'm gonna straight up fucking run it. So that's worked. Cat Milton. Ah. I see. Right, Cat Zillaresco. I see what you're saying. So... Right, it's done those guys as well. That's weird though. Why has it done those? Because the... marker index. Let's just how do I disable this easily? Oh, I suppose, actually. Category no defined but not used. Okay, yeah. Undeclared identifier. God damn it. Is that just a warning though on category node not used? So that makes author. Sorry, it makes div class oh yeah, authored and cat rendering. I see, right, it doesn't do Milton. That's interesting. Okay, so if I do the loop after the thing as you're suggesting. So it's going to be like down here. Right. Because this is writing into the... It's writing into the categories, isn't it? Yeah, the categories... The category buffer. And the category buffer is then being used just down there. So it's just wherever I fancy, isn't it? So... one pass of the annotations. Where are the annotations being passed over? In pointer. Annotation index. Here we go. Okay, yeah, this is fine with me, I think. Yeah, we're just looping back through that single annotation. So basically what we're saying is this. Oh, yeah, I am going to have to change that. This little bastard as well. So this is that's category in node. Can I make that line up nicely? No, of course I can't. Not exactly sure where that should be lined up to. 25. I think that's going to be correct. In next. First used. Annotation index, not time. That was alright before, wasn't it? Each undeclared identifier. There's an else about previous if, so I might just... I just copied that stuff, maybe? So 534 is an else without previous if. If has category. On line 39, or then line 387. It's here. So if it has a category, do I just have too many thingamajigs? Is that the problem? Yeah, I think that was just the problem. Just that whatever category has a space. Yeah, so that's worked. That's a very good question. And I think I do actually have one that has a space as well. Procedural generation, save load, game design, game development, debug visualization. Yeah, so yeah, a few of them do have a space. But the way that I actually mark them up is by saying I mark them up like I mark them up like that. Cabbage. Ah, I see. Right. Okay. Yeah, good thinking. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's handle that case then. So category. So yeah, if it's a category, then what we want to do is we want to give it this that is like normalized, isn't it? We just want to return a string that has replaced a space with an underscore. Or should we say has replaced any replaced a space with an underscore and replaced any non-alphanumeric with a hyphen, let's say. Pretty sure that should be valid. Yeah, let's do that. So, yeah. So this is for each of these things, I believe, isn't it? It's going to be. Gosh, what do you call this? I mean, it's sort of strip space, but it's sort of sanitize space, sanitize punctuation. That's a long function name. Sanitize punctuation. Yeah. I mean, maybe there isn't any harm in doing it in line, actually. So I don't need to pass it a buffer. I don't need to do anything. I just literally need to swap everything in there, all those guys, for like a whatever it is. So we'd be passing the address to the things. Yeah. Okay. Let's call it sanitize punctuation. So that's coming to the class, yeah. And yeah, it's just for all of these cases, isn't it? Marker, copy to the class, yeah. Okay, yeah. And then again, we're just doing this exactly the same loop. Which kind of suggests we should just pull this out into a function. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a category, then just call this function. Could that work? Yeah, I mean, I suppose it could, couldn't it? Because you pass it the stuff that it needs, the marker index and everything. I guess that could work, but let's not bother. Strings differ. Yeah, right. So this is the strings differ is just to match the medium. Just double check that you think it's the same thing to do. That could probably be a function. Should be set to modify the marker in place. Because substitute space for underscore, I guess. It should be safe to modify the marker in place. If you don't make it longer. If you want a short name. RMSP. Oh, remove space, right. Yeah. Could probably be a function. So, yeah, right, this entire thing could probably be a function. Okay. I'll tell you what, now that I've come this far, let's do this sanitized punctuation and then see if it works, and then let's try and pull it out into a function. Yeah, that should work, shouldn't it? So then this guy is going to be a void. Sanitized punctuation. It's going to take a string. It's going to take a and it's going to be oh, I could do a case actually, couldn't I? Yeah, let's do a switch. Oh, well, hang on a minute. If it's that, then replace it with that. Would a switch be appropriate for this? I guess. Doesn't matter, does it? Who cares? So, this is going to be a bunch of things. So if the value of string is less than 0, hang on a minute. It's less than one of those guys. If it's less than that, and it's greater than 9, or string is less than a and string is greater than z, so hang on a minute. If it's less than that, and if it's less than that, if it's less than that, or it's greater than, if it's less than 0, or it's greater than 9. Let's get this right. We're getting there. And it's less than that, or greater than z. And string is less than a, or string is greater than z. String is going to be equal to a dash. That's a point, actually, yeah. Well, hang on a minute. Maybe these guys are all okay to be... Maybe they are okay. Ah, I see. So D needs to return it as a string. That's unfortunate. No, it's not. Is it? Because... it's the same length, isn't it? So just take the string. Passing arguments from incompatible pointer type. Yeah. Yeah, because the thing that we're returning is just going straight there. Not sure it needs to be a double pointer. Cat. It's a space. That's nice. What have I done wrong there? Yeah, I mean, I guess... I return the pointer that U++ a lot. Ah, right. Yeah, cheers. Should return the original, maybe keep a copy. Ah, cheers. Yeah, so yeah, it's pointer. And then I need to actually return the actual string. That's what I'm after. Cat-rendering research. Yeah, that's perfect, I think. So now we should see that the the blackboard is colored in, which is nice. So one thing we're not getting is the categories. Are we? Am I just not putting those buffers out? Or am I not even processing them? So I was processing them now. Because it was in the category buffer. Yeah, here we go. Copy string to buffer category. Copy string to buffer category. Copy buffer category into annotation. Yeah. I'm going to copy the annotation. So copying the text into annotation. If has category. And it will have category. Copy the closing span. Span class categories. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Span class categories. HTML. Span class. Yeah, it's not finding them at all. Am I putting them to the wrong buffer, maybe? So it's down here, wasn't it? If it has a category, copy the text into the annotation. Let's just try something else actually. Let's pop that down here. And let's try copying this into the text. So yeah, still not seeing any categories at all, which is kind of disconcerting. I wonder why. Let's keep it out of the text for now, because that wasn't really the intention. The intention was that we'd have the text, and then we'd have the category. And those guys would both go into the annotation. So we are successfully copying the text into the annotation. So we're not hitting that. That's interesting. It has category. Oh, am I not saying it's a true? That's probably what I'm not doing, am I? If it's done like bloody hell. What does that say? If has category has no effect. Jesus. So there we go, we've got some categories there. So they are incorrectly formatted by the looks of it. Span class categories. And then we've got this div class category rendering. Why doesn't it like that, I wonder? Oh, I'm not doing it for each case. That's something to look out for. So, that's interesting actually. So that suggests, oh, I do need to put it in the text, don't I? Because the text does get output each time. Okay. So yeah, I just need to figure out exactly what's going on, unless this has fixed it. No, it hasn't. So div class equals category rendering. Oh, there's no closing thingamajig after the closing thingy. Might have like divs inside spans. Yeah, I think it doesn't like a closing div inside a div. So what was that? That was when it's closing. So if let's just find this. If it doesn't have a category, then we want to do div class category. We want to copy into buffer into the category. So what does, hang on, where are we up to here? The annotation class. So the category currently contains this. Up to the thing. So it's supposed to contain category rendering. Ah, that's it. That was all it was, wasn't it? It was just that. Yeah, that was all it was. Wow. Div class. Yeah, right. So yeah, there are going to be 4 places to correct that. Okay. So now this should be correct. Now if I refresh this one, we should get some dots. We do. So we get 1 dot. And it's possible that we're not getting other dots because they don't have a style. So we've got category rendering there. Matrix multiplication, I would have thought that that would contain mathematics. Could be mistaken, but on the categories 1, 2. Ah, categories. Div class category. Span class categories. Div class category. Ah yeah, I think I Got it. Yeah. Let's just take a look at my test.html to see what I should expect. Yeah, so Blackboard and mathematics. I already got a quote as well. So we've got the Blackboard going out. I should be seeing something about this thing. So we should have rendering. Yeah, we should have rendering as the first one, with triangle intersections as the text. And that should be research, which is actually a medium. So there's our research and cat rendering as well. And it's also altered. And this guy does have category rendering over there. And then we should expect to see, under the matrix multiplication one, we should expect to see Blackboard and then mathematics. And the matrix multiplication, we do see the Blackboard, but we're not seeing mathematics over there. Or here, rather. That's interesting. So, let me just see if I do... Oh, there's just not a null, there's a null termination error going on here. Yeah. Tell you what I'm going to do. Category rendering, yeah, it's just popping out of the category again. So there's null termination problem going on. What I'm going to do is actually, this is something I had thought about. When you actually claim your buffer, right, when you do claim buffer, I'm just going to say the buffer pointer is equal to the buffer location. I'm going to also say the buffer pointer is equal to a null. I think that was causing some issues. Well, why would that be incorrect? Claim it buffer size. Buffer pointer is equal to buffer location. Maybe on the declaim I need to set it to null. Copy string to buffer. So it didn't like the fact that it was null, I suppose. But I mean, it definitely looks like a null termination bug, doesn't it? Span class category div category mathematics div span forum. So that's coming from up there somewhere in the Milton forums. Yeah, that's coming from up there. This is null termination. Yeah. Buffer location is equal to memory reader plus claimed memory. Buffer size is equal to that. Claimed memory plus equal to buffer size. The buffer pointer is at the buffer location. Without that, it doesn't die. But let's just say, I mean, this should be exactly the same error. So it doesn't, in copy buffer. So we've claimed the buffer.